up, sort of our second block of practice today, and very pleased with the way the players have responded throughout, sort of this preparation that we've had. We've had a lot of good practices. We got a lot of players that are, improving, getting back to where we would like for them to be. I think even in these 2 days off, and this is really our feeling is 2 days off does 100 times more good than 1 day off. And then we get into a regular sort of work week. I think the focus that we really have to have on this team is you got to finish. These guys do a great job in their front seven of getting their hands inside and striking blockers and getting off blocks, and so you got to finish blocks. You got to finish plays on defense. They got really good backs, athletic quarterback. You got to tackle well. Turnovers and explosive plays are always going to be, big parts of any game in terms of how you control those things. Control the line of scrimmage, playing in the red zone. They stopped 2 or 3 teams on the goal line this year, so finishing drives. All these things come down to finish practice today. It's got to be a mindset that you're going to finish everything that you do. So, we're working to try to get back in the kind of condition where we can do that. When you get tired, you're not going to finish things the way you should. If you don't have the right kind of mental toughness, you're not going to finish things the way you should. So, this is really important, to get this done in practice. Really important. And I've been pleased with it so far. A lot of good things being done out there. A lot of players making a lot of improvements. So, I think that's been a little bit of a thing that we've, really tried to work hard on. It's not something that is a strength, for us, but we work hard on it, and it seems like when we're in individual drills, we do a pretty good job in that regard. When we know it's a pass, we don't do a bad job. I think the biggest issue is converting pass rush, and run pass situations, and I think that's somewhat instinctive as well as something that players just have to react to more quickly, and hopefully that's something that we are improving on. Why do you have to come up with something new? I mean that's lots of people do. They think they have a lot of time to practice, so we can come up with a lot of tricks and different things like that. I don't necessarily think that's the way we've done it in the past. I think you technically do what you think you need to do to be able to attack the other team, doing things that your players know how to do. And I think if you try to do too many things that they don't know how to do, they have a better chance of messing them up. So, is the extra practice time allow you to put a few new wrinkles in? Absolutely. And that's something that, everybody likes to do, but I think you can overdo it as well.
This is just a curiosity. I was looking at some Alabama games on replay from earlier this year, and I noticed that on PATs and field goals, the front is flipped around with Fluker on the left side and Quanjo on the right side. Just curious what the strategy behind that is.
Well, when you're stepping down inside, you actually change your stance. So if you play left tackle, you play in a left-handed stance. But if you stayed at left tackle, you would play in a right-handed stance because you interlock with your inside foot down and your inside hand back. All right, so if you want a guy to play in the same stance he's used to playing in, you just put him on the other side. That makes sense to anybody besides me?
I'll look it up.
All right, Happy New Year to everybody. I know I hope I get to see you before then, and you know how sad I'll be if I don't.